I wonder who this is.
Hi! Good to see you.
Thanks for coming.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another interview here on Chasing LA. Today I'm so excited. I'm joined by one of my closest friends out here. Her name is Therese Mascardo. She is an amazing person, a psychologist. She's one of my pastors, a great friend, therapist, host, everything amazing, beautiful. Welcome, Therese, to Chasing LA. So happy to have you.
Thank you for the introduction. Oh my gosh, we try to live up to that.
Right? How are you doing?
Oh, so good.
I'm glad. We've been planning this for I don't know how long, so I'm glad you finally were able to come up to my new place, which you guys haven't seen my new place, but it's coming up in an episode soon. But I'm glad to have you here. So, how long have you lived in LA? Because I know you're actually from Orange County, but you moved to LA 4 years ago?
Yeah, so I've been in LA 4 years, which is a miracle considering I said I would never live in LA.
So what's it like for a native to move to LA? Because I feel like you would think LA is like, oh, I don't want to go there. LA is this and that and that.
Sure, yeah. I thought LA was full of like hipster actors, and I was like, oh, I just want to stay in Orange County my whole life.
Yeah.
And obviously my path took a different path, and LA is amazing. It is full of hipster actors, but there's so much better stuff.
I was gonna say, that's true.
Here, yeah. You know, living in Orange County and moving to LA, it might as well be like moving to another planet.
Right.
Because LA is so different. But I love that there's something really distinct about LA. And one of the things that I love about LA is that the people that come here are tenacious and they chase their dreams. And that takes a lot of courage. And I love that that's kind of like the defining characteristic of people that move to LA is, you know, there's a kid from the Midwest that's 19 years old and says, you know, I'm just going to quit my job, go to LA because I have a dream and I want to create. And I love that LA just really caters to the creative industry.
I love that, and that's obviously why I moved here, but I want to know why you moved here, because you moved from Orange County. What did you do like when you first moved here? What was the goal?
So I was in a tough place in my life. I had just experienced a couple of bad things. I had been laid off 3 times. I was working in education as a psychologist, and the economy tanked. And then my boyfriend broke up with me, and I experienced a loss in my family. I lost my brother, and I lost him very tragically. So he was my younger brother, and it was very, very, very tough. And I just kind of cried out to God, and I said, I need something. I need a fresh start. I need you to kind of like give me something new. And that came in the form of an opportunity to do something absolutely crazy. Because I was already working as a psychologist. I had kind of this private practice, and I thought that was my life. But I've always been a foodie. And this opportunity came up where I was able to connect to a company in Los Angeles doing food tours.
Oh my gosh.
Now, some people don't know what food tours are, so I'll explain that. So food tours are where you get to be a tourist in an area, and you, for like 3 or 4 hours, get to tour around and try all the best food in a certain neighborhood.
Shut up.
It's amazing.
I didn't even know this existed.
Yes,
are you serious?
It's a real thing. I found this company that was doing food tours in Los Angeles, and I thought, you know, I've always wanted to be a tour guide. I love food. I love writing about food. I would Yelp all the time. I was so passionate about it. And so I had this crazy idea to email the owners of the company and ask if I could take them out to lunch.
Oh my gosh.
So they said yes, and I was so surprised. And so I took them out to lunch in LA, and I just told them how passionate I was about food and how I felt like they needed someone like me. I was very confident. And I said, I think I can do great things for your company. And long story short, I convinced them to hire me on the spot. So they hired me on the spot. I became the director of marketing and development for 6 Taste Food Tours, and I started developing new tours in the area, starting in Santa Monica. And here's the best part. The best part was I got the company credit card, and I just got to go around and try new restaurants in Santa Monica without having to pay for anything myself.
Are you serious?
Yes! It was awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what brought you to LA.
Yes.
But what did you want to do? Or were you still deciding at that point? You were just like, oh, let me just see where God takes me, or?
So I did come originally just for a fresh start. I thought I'll be a psychologist and I'll do the tour guide thing, and who knows what will happen.
And how long were you doing psychology before that?
Just a couple of years. I had graduated in 2008 from my doctoral program. So I was kind of like floating around. I was just kind of seeing what happened when I did that, and it led to kind of a very unique opportunity, which is Mosaic.
Yeah.
So essentially, moving to LA, I was petrified that I wouldn't make any friends. I was so scared. I was like, I'm so different from the people here.
Which I would have never guessed knowing her now.
I was petrified. And so I reached out to a friend who I knew in LA, and I said, I'm really scared that I won't find anyone to connect with, and I need a healthy community. And I remembered that the church that she went to had just the kindest people. And so I thought, well, at least that's a place for me to start. So I ended up attending this faith community called Mosaic. And it's a Christian community, people that love Jesus, and it changed my life. So a year later, I got baptized and said I was all in. And then a little over a year from that point, they asked me to come on staff and be a pastor. So, and that's crazy because I didn't go to seminary, I didn't do anything like that, but I just really fell in love with the message of faith and hope and love that Jesus brings, and it's been really fun.
And the cool thing is, Mosaic's actually where I met Therese, because I went to Mosaic, and I believe it was Hank was like, I believe he said that you guys are trying to be hosts, so you should connect with Therese, who's also a host. And so we got to talking, and we went into our personal stories and everything. But I feel like Mosaic isn't, it's not a place where you feel judged or you feel like you're not welcome. Right. And that's the thing that really attracted me to that church. So it was such a cool experience. I'm glad I got to meet you there.
Yeah,
but as far as the hosting thing goes, would you say that's like your ultimate dream out here?
You know, God has taken me so many different directions that I don't know if I have any other ultimate dream other than to be the woman that He wants me to be with the gifts He's given me. But yeah, I forgot to mention the hosting part. So when I was in LA doing the tour guide thing, I had countless people on my tours in my personal life that would say, you know, you really have a certain energy. You should consider being on TV. And I was so in denial of it.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest with you, I'm like kind of embarrassed to admit this, but I didn't want to look like another person in LA that was like, I'm going to be the next big star.
Right.
So I just pretended like it didn't exist. I ignored all of them. And I'm telling you, I had like people that work in the industry that were hosts and directors saying, you should be on TV.
Right.
And I just thought, no, that's not me. I'm a psychologist. I have a respectable position. But, you know, there was one moment where, and I remember our head pastor, Erwin, was talking about this idea of craft. And he was talking about how we're given these God-given talents, and it's our responsibility in this world to do the most that we can with them. And if we don't use our talents, we're squandering a gift that we've been given. And I thought about all the people who had told me, like, you should be a host, you should be a host. I mean, we're talking dozens and dozens of people over a very short amount of time. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to do something with this.
Right.
So I remember that night I turned to my friend Franco at dinner, and I was like sweating. I was like so nervous to admit this was something that I might want to pursue. And I said, Franco, this is going to sound crazy, but I think I'm supposed to pursue TV hosting. And the first thing he did was like, he laughed. He's like, T, I've been telling you that for years. Like, of course you are. Right. And then I said, okay, but what am I supposed to do? And he said the best advice, and I still tell people this to this day. He said, just pray about it and take one step forward.
I love it.
And that's what I did. And so I started it. And I forgot to mention, at the table that night, a person across the table said, hey, are you talking about TV hosting? And I was like, why, yes. And he said, I just took a free hosting class with one of the best teachers in LA.
Yeah.
It's absolutely free. Would you like the information? And I said, yes. So I ended up taking that class, and since then have gotten all these great opportunities to speak and do little hosting gigs here and there. And I love it. It's so much fun.
Like, what did I see? You did like a Santa Monica video?
Yeah. So I got to host like a little tourism video for my friend, which was fun because I think Santa Monica is the best place ever.
Right.
So it was really fun and really easy.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that right now.
Oh my gosh, okay.
With picturesque beaches, fantastic restaurants, and a relaxed lifestyle, Santa Monica is California at its best.
Hi, I'm Therese. Welcome to Santa Monica. With so much to see and experience, this is a great destination for your next holiday. I will show you why active travelers and laid-back vacationers alike love this locale.
If it's your first time here, the Santa Monica Pier is the place to start. Set on the beautiful Pacific coast, This hotspot is the home of restaurants, amusement rides, and even a trapeze school. Full of fun and excitement, there is always something to do.
If you're looking to relax, take a leisurely stroll along the Venice canals. Built in 1905 by Abbot Kinney, this was his way of bringing a little taste of Venice, Italy to Southern California.
Of course, if sights and sounds are your thing, try world-famous shopping at 3rd Street Promenade. It's a great place to spend a sunny afternoon. If you like great food, try Jelena, which is located on Abbot Kinney Boulevard. This rustic chic restaurant features seasonal New American cuisine. End your day right with a bike ride or stroll along the beach. Enjoy the breeze while taking in California's signature sunsets.
As you can see, Santa Monica offers great food, family fun, and natural beauty. With something for everyone, I know you'll love it here. Come and see for yourself.
So that was amazing. You are a natural. I love it. Makes you want to go to Santa Monica right now.
You know, I don't ever know if I'll feel like I did the best job in a hosting gig. I always feel like there's what can I do better? So I'm always looking for that feedback and advice, and always trying to be a student in that way. But thank you.
I think you did amazing.
Thank you.
So for anybody who's considering moving out here, I always ask my guests this: what would you say is the biggest advice you could give somebody?
Yeah, this is an easy one. So I'm talking to you guys. Get into a healthy community. Get a good community. Surround yourself with healthy people, like-minded people, and don't be alone. And I think that's the thing that really hurts people when they come to LA is they aren't sure how to do that.
Right.
And so they end up feeling like this city chews them up and spits them out because they're alone day in and day out, trying to do it on their own. And I don't think that's how we were meant to be as human beings. So my best advice in terms of getting community, if you're not sure what to do, would be obviously a church is a great place to start if it's a good church. And I think, like you have to find a place that is on your wavelength. And I'm so glad that you feel like Mosaic is loving and welcoming and all those things, because church should be.
Right.
So that's a great place to start. But there's a million other ways to do it. Join meetup groups, you know what I mean? Join a club, join an association.
What advice would you give somebody who's so terrified, just like you were terrified and fearful of chasing your dreams?
Yeah.
What advice would you give somebody who's terrified of chasing those dreams, whether it be for financial reasons or because they just don't believe in themselves, or?
Yes. So a couple of things come to mind. One is something that someone told me a while ago that has always stuck with me, which is that everything that you need is within your grasp, or you have the tools to get what you need within your grasp. And so I thought, like, okay, if that's really true, how does that change my attitude about things, right? So you start to think about what you do have and what you can do as your first steps. And in the way that my friend Franco had said, pray about it and take one step forward.
Right.
I think having a big dream can be a bit overwhelming, you know? Like, I know a lot of people want to come out here and they want to be starring in a movie, and there's a lot of steps from where they are until they get there. And it's not impossible, but, you know, what are those first steps? So I think for me with hosting, it was taking the hosting class just to see if I really had any talent or skill. And I do think that's an important piece of the puzzle, is you have to weigh what your desire is with the actual talent or skill that you have to do it. And one of the important components to that, and one that you have very greatly, is self-discipline. You have to be able to take your natural talent and refine it and make it really, really great. And they say you need about 10,000 hours at any skill to be an expert in it. And so, you know, one thing about you is, and I don't know if, you know, the people that are your viewers know this, is you're a hustler. You know what I mean? And it's not always glamorous.
Yeah.
You know, it's having the multiple jobs. I know I have more than one job just to make what I want to do a reality. So it's hustling and breaking into little steps and starting with the first one and just taking that step and moving forward.
I keep saying I love it, but I love Therese so much. She always has such great advice, but it's so true, because I feel like there's so many people who just live in fear, and it's literally about just taking the very first step. Whatever it may be, not just as far as chasing your dreams, just anything in your life, just take that first step and just see where that leads. Because if you don't take the first step, no action isn't going to lead to anything. And
it is so scary though, right? Because like, I'm a recovering perfectionist. I always try to do everything perfectly, and it's so hard to live that way. And I think one of the things I'm kind of connecting with this year is like, vulnerability and not being perfect. So you have to let go of that addiction to perfection.
I agree, because right now I'm getting annoyed with this people outside cutting the grass, and I want to stop the cameras and just wait to shoot this again. But I'm not gonna be a perfectionist. I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, life happens.
I don't want the conversation to end. But we talked about multiple jobs. I have to get to one of my jobs. But what do I have here? Oh yeah. So with all of my guests, I always print out a picture, one of my favorite pictures of them. So I printed this one out of Therese.
Oh my gosh!
That I got from her website. I always have my guests sign it, leave a message and everything for my fans in Chasing LA. So you have like a full space down here to sign it. So I'll let you do that.
Thank you.
And then we're gonna play a little game.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Cool. There you go, all you fans. You're welcome.
It says, love always, love you. Wait, it says love always, right?
Yeah.
Love always, love you, love Therese. I love it. Love, love, love.
Yeah.
So get excited, because we're gonna play a game.
Okay.
And now that I think about it, this game isn't really like a win or lose game.
Okay.
Because you're gonna get your gift anyway.
I feel like I need to like stretch or do something, get ready for it. Okay.
Stretch your mind.
Okay.
So it's called Therapy with Therese. I'm going to name a couple of different celebrities.
Okay.
And in 10 words or less, I'm going to name a person, and then you just say in 10 words or less your advice for them.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, but mind you, I haven't owned a TV in 5 years, so I might be a little disconnected from the pop culture, but I'm going to do my best.
You'll know. You'll
okay,
know.
okay.
With
Ready?
these, you'll know.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the easy one that you'll have to know.
By the way, I have to do a disclaimer. This is not considered professional therapy over this show. This is just for fun.
I'll put a note at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, so the first person, let's do Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. Wow. My advice for him would be just be on top of his stress management. The most important thing he can do for the world is take good care of himself. And I think when people are in leadership, they lose sleep, they don't eat well, so it would just be sleep, eat well, and he loves the Lord, so keep doing that. He's doing great in that. And that was not 10 words left. I'm sorry. I've already failed. Okay, next.
We're going to try another one. Okay. So I don't know if you know about this situation, but there was an incident between Beyonce, Solange, and Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, I know about the elevator.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So if you had to give advice, I don't even know, let's do Solange. What advice would you give to Solange? Even though we don't exactly know the situation, exactly what went down, but what advice would you give to her, 10 words or less?
Yeah. Anger management. No, it's really tough being in the limelight, and I definitely feel for her. But I think the one thing that you see in the elevator and afterwards with the Instagram posts is like some impulsivity. So I think for Solange it would be creating distance between when she feels emotions and when she acts on them.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. I think Justin, I don't know, maybe a little detox for him. Not literally. I mean, I don't know if he's, doing any drugs or substances, but just like maybe just a chance for him to get centered.
Right.
I think a retreat, a not being in the limelight, some self-care would be really restorative to him. And I think he needs to be surrounded by really good, healthy people. So kind of like the community thing. I think he just needs great people around him who are giving him great advice.
And then the final one. So I wasn't going to do this one, but the final one would be me. What advice would you give to me?
Oh my gosh. Well, you've done so many great things with your life. Like I think you getting this place for yourself and being in a good job situation are really, really good. And I would just say for you, self-care as well. And specifically connecting to God and your faith, I would say that would be my advice for you, because Hollywood's crazy and it will just make you feel like you're on another planet.
Right.
But if you can stay grounded to a source that is, the source of health and love, then I know that no matter what happens to you, good or bad, that you're going to be okay, because you won't be as impacted by the swings of this difficult industry.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so just you really being connected to God and knowing that He's on your side and having that relationship with Him where, I think there's some hurts that you're healing from with Him, and just to allow Him to heal those and to be in your life would be, I think, really, really great.
I don't want her to leave. All right, guys. Well, it was amazing. Oh, wait. I have a gift for you.
Ooh.
So first, I got you this little mug here.
Oh,
It says
I love
thank
it.
you, and then it has like a little message inside.
With great appreciation.
And then
and
on
I
the
love
back,
that, filled with gratitude, because that's so important. Love the mug. Thank you, Emile.
And then I also got you a Yankee candle, one of my favorites.
Ooh.
This is Island Getaway.
Awesome. Well, you know I'm Filipina, so I like the islands. Mmm, that smells awesome. It smells like I've gone away to an island.
Right? Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So tell people where they can find you.
All right, so you can follow me on Twitter at Dr. Therese. That's at DoctorTherese. And my website is drtherese.com. drtherese.com.
Perfect. Make sure you check it out. She always posts inspirational stuff. Thank you for stopping by Chasing LA, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that was so much fun.
That was so much fun.
That's recording. Action! Wait, redo. All right. Action!